Yeah. Crushed. Up. Oops. Was it? Did it go off? Oh, it did went. Oh, it went off. Sorry about that. Didn't notice at all. Yeah, I was sort of a. I've noticed there was something a bit strange. I've noticed that I was sort of a lagging thing. I don't know what's happening to my connection. Let me just check it real quick. Something is not looking good. Right. So, now here we were. We were having a problems with the filtering. So search params. Oh wait. Because this is reactive. I think I need a dot value. No, that's only for ref. No. That's only for ref. Oh, so let's go through all over it again. So I got the sources, search params and props.movement, which is here. Okay. And whenever they change, I'm going to trigger all of this. So const movement of props.movement, another array. If search params type search params is different than null, define a type, and I'm pushing it. Type equals to search params.type. Is it more half a kilo, a whole fish, or okay? What? Don't know what you're saying, Alex. Honestly. Let's try to get this fixed. What could be the problem here? So we said that this was working fine. Like the selection was working. Select the type. Oop. Where is it? Filter, movements. No, that's not my. Search movements. Okay, search params. Here it is. From to. Here, type income, type outcome. Okay, that goes. So it's setting the value. This is doing that too. Movement of props.movement. Filters. Search params.type, different than now. Then at this point also the description shouldn't work. Let's just try that as well. exactly. That doesn't work as well. Shopping. Yeah. Because filter push. Oh, that's right. That's super right, actually. We haven't defined any event filtered. Of course it won't work. Of course it won't work. We are not passing this filtered results anywhere. Of course it won't work. Still have to go on here. So let's just say this pass, then we're gonna go after the fall, gonna say emit filtered movements, and we're gonna pass in results. Okay, now that this is here, we can go in up, we can call it again filtered movements. Let's define another array with the filtered results. Why not? Let's just call it that way, just to see if it works. And all I want to do here is just moves. I'm gonna be taking the movement from results. Move is my result. I'm gonna call again filtered results equal moves. Now, if I pass filtered results to my movement list, so it's not going to take movements anymore, but it's going to take a filtered result because we just grouped them together. That should work. Let's just try. Let's filter by description first. Let's see. We want to only see test. And that goes, yeah, shopping, and that goes. So it should also, I mean, type should also work. Let's do another shopping, but let's do a negative. Let's say -50. Okay, now we just want to see only this, because we're going to be filtering by outcome. Yeah, and also the balance is updating correctly. Income. Got only the positive ones. Good, that's good. So, just got stuck on really something quite stupid, I have to say. That's good. This code is very good. It could be better, Alex, but thanks. Now, we want to build the last filter, which is the date. Now, I'm thinking to do this a bit differently, because I want just to be doing in a way that it can be reusable for whatever. It's just a generic, just in a generic way, let's say. Let's say let's define a function, and because the way I'm thinking of this is that whenever you have a movement, you want to be, let's say if you want to filter by dates, I'm thinking that you could like filter for a date between, you know, like 15 is between 10 and 20, for example, or just by 1, for example. So why not? Let's do it that way. So I'm gonna call it date is between, and this date is between, gonna be calling the function here, and the procedure is the same, filters pass dot push, and what we're gonna push is basically the result of date in between. But this date in between has to accept 2 parameters, of course. One is movement dot creation date, and the other one is search params dot creation date, which is the one that contains my beautiful object from and to. And with that being said, I should define also the parameters here. I'm gonna say the first one is date, and the other one is an object from now to now. Okay, oops, I did it all wrong. Okay. Now, first of all, let's just check whether they're set or not. Whether they're actually being set in my filter. So let's say we have from and to. So from. If it's not set, we're gonna say new date from. Otherwise, we're gonna keep it null. Yeah. We can do the same from to. So we say whether from it's set. Otherwise, it's gonna be null. Now, oops. Now all we have to do is just check for the three cases, basically. So again, we have a one in between, one for from, and one for to, let's say. Let's just work on the one in between first. Let's say if date greater equal from and date over equal to, we're going to return date greater equal from date equal to. So if date is greater than from and date is more than 2, that's greater than from is more than 2. Yeah, that should do for the first one, I believe. Now let's just try the single case now. If date is greater than from, return. No, there's something not right here. Date, because if date is greater than from and date is lower than 2, of course it's clocking here. So if my creation date is greater than the one that I have in my from, let's say, then I want to be filtering just by the greater date. It should be. So no, that but in any case we should say return true, because of what if we don't want to filter by date. I'm not super convinced about this, but we can try. Passing creation date, yeah. Okay, let's just do a quick test. Let's put this yesterday. Let's put another one tomorrow. And let's say I want to be looking for all the movements from. Let's do a couple more actually. Let's do shop day again. Let's put this to 12. Okay. Now let's say I want to be looking for all the movements from, I don't know, the 10th of October. So by doing so, we should exclude this one and this one, and only visualizing this one. Let's see if that works. Let's put it at 10th from, let's set it to as well. No, nothing is changes. Nothing is changing. There's something wrong. Yeah, I know. No, this is correct. As far as operation date. Date from to from it set up now, so I set up now. From it should be it should be so if date is greater than from and date is lower than 2, date greater yeah. No, this doesn't make any sense. It makes sense? You mean this? Sure. Maybe. Just trying to rethink of all the thing. No. True. To if date greater from if date. Well, but it's not filtering. Yeah, I know. If both are set, then yeah. Date from to no. And then I'm just checking the individual cases. I'm returning true anyway. Filters passed. Date is between. Movement. Creation date, which is my my list of movements. Search params dot creation date. Don't know actually. Maybe. I haven't checked that actually. Good suggestion. Let's just don't have any errors here in the console. This is just a runtime error, but they're set, so I'm basically getting those. Function date is between. Without movements, the filter cannot work. I have my movements. Yeah. And I have my movements defined as a prop. Props.movement. Define. I also pass it here. Ah. Yeah, that's true. Well, let's just make a couple. Again. Let's try the 10th. Set 10th. Movements. Description, creation date. This is no. This is no. Because I set a default no. Maybe I well, maybe you're passing the wrong variables as prop, I mean. I don't think so. No, I have movements. No, because I can already filter by description and type. I can just not do by date. Let's prop. Well, this is what it is. Cannot be perfect. Let's just try to feel. No, of course it's not going, and it's not really giving me. No, it's just the only error that I have. From to reactive description. But if I filter by description, of course that works, as you can see. So there is a problem with the date, that's obvious. And I date from no. So if from it's set, pass a new date from, otherwise it's no. Same for this. I believe I have a problem here. Check movements list. Maybe it's the filtering function. Do you mean this? Date? No. Which one are you talking about? Ah, the watcher. Could be. I'm just trying to think. So watch. I'm listening for both. And then this is all I'm going to do. Const result. But it's working with the other filtering, so that's why I'm really excluding it, and I'm thinking the problem might be in the date is between, because otherwise the other filters won't work either. So I think the problem is here, because how could the other filters work? So search params dot creation date. So I'm passing in the right ones here. Date is between. What did you do? You got what? Muted? Oh gosh. Let's see. We can fix this. Let's just think. I don't need to look at all of this, because this is fine. My problem is just here. Date is between. Creation date. Search parameters again. Yeah, I was gonna do that, but I just wanted to have another quick look, because I'm really trying to understand what I'm doing wrong. These are fine, I believe. I mean, also just this all block, I think it's fine. it just I'm just gonna try a desperate move. I'm going to restart it. But yeah, let's just put console log here, for example, just to see whether we get here. Of course, this has to be before the return, otherwise it's not gonna work. Now again, let's insert some movements. Let's do the 5th. Let's do the 8th. And we want to be looking at the ones from the 7th. Let's say. Toggle, no. From. Let's set both. Don't see anything in the console either. Date is between. Date is between. No, exactly. It's not even getting there. Why is it not getting there? It seems like it's not reachable to me. Why? Why is it not reachable? Let's see. Hmm. To push date is between. I'm also going to put a console log here. Just to see whether I'm getting here or not. Let's just try that way. Oh, let's refresh it. Oh, I hate doing this every time. Okay, let's say from the 8th to the 10th. 8th to the 9th. That's strange. I'm not getting anything. Not even the console log. Why would that be? Before the date is between. You mean before the function? Actually, yeah, I know what you meant. Before the if statement. Yeah, okay, let's see. Oh, it's here. Okay. So it's reaching something. Okay, this gets triggered. Oh yeah, but because this is just here. Okay, let's clean it up. Yeah. Okay. It's reaching. It's totally reaching. What is the problem then? What could be? Ugh. Actually, gonna cut the toilet soon. This thing got disconnected. I didn't even notice that. Just have to pair it with this. But what could the problem be? Do you guys have any suggestions? Filter movements. Yeah. Okay, that's just the console lock. Anybody has any suggestions? Well, I'm gonna have a quick pee and I'm gonna be back. now? Is it good? Trike balake. I think now it's good, yeah. I don't know what happened, no idea. No idea. Just was trying to reset the microphone and now it's working again. So let's go back to our issue. We had a big issue. A really big issue with our code. Now, we're all verifying whether type it's set, whether description it's set in a way, whether it's included in this case. But we're not doing that for our date, and which is what basically we should have done as well. So actually, this algorithm doesn't make sense at all, because here, and here, we're just basically doing it wrong. We should say if date isn't null, same for this one. If date, it should be from and to. Sorry, this should be from, and this one should be to. If from is different than null, and to is different than null, then at that point we're going to say return blah blah blah. Now we would have to do the same here, where we say if date, not if date, sorry, if from, if only from is null, then we're going to return date greater equal from. Now we have to do the same for 2. If 2, well, there's null here, just without sense, then we're going to return date lower equal 2. Yeah, I think that just makes sense. I didn't think about that, but let's try it now and see what we have. Let's say test. Let's put 20 again. Let's say ER. Yeah, it's done. Now let's try to filter all the movements between the 6th and the 9th. By doing so, we should be excluding this, and that should be our proof that it's working. So 6, well, it's already going without me doing it, but just gonna do it. Up. This is breaking. Why is it breaking? Let's just try it again. Test. Here. Oh, this is the amount. Okay, let's just try to say again the movements in the on the 6th, and that goes. It's excluding that one from the 5th. Yeah. And now I have both. And if I say from the 5th to, now what about this? I feel like this is not working correctly. If I say from the 5th to the 10th, I should be having both still. Yeah, that makes sense. But if I say 9, oh, okay, yeah, it's working. Yeah, that makes sense. Then we have our filters done. And yeah, also the between is working. Yeah, it works. Whoa. I feel like there's just one last thing I want to do before closing off for today. Let's just create sort of a delete function for the entries. Why not? That's gonna be quick. Let's make it, what is it? Movement list. Let's just make a button here. And I'm gonna say delete. That's right. Just that. Should be here, right? Just don't like the way it's displaying, really. Oh, I left. I have it already, but that's not the problem even. Let me just say. All right, yes. It's the margin. It's the margin that we've been given in the global style. That's the problem. Let's try to remove it. Up, not from the input, but from the button. Yeah, indeed. Well, let's leave it like that for now. But that's the problem. At least we know. What do I want to do? Right, I want to delete the movement, as I said. Let's define an emit again. Let's emit, define emit, delete movement. And on click, prevent. Gonna say emit, delete movement, and we're gonna pass in the movement because we're already in our loop here. At this point, I don't even need this. Okay. Right. So let's call our event on here. Delete movement. Now we need a callback function. Let's just make it here. Delete movement, which is gonna take the movement, of course, and it's going to return movements, because here we're still operating with movements. Dot value dot splice. Yeah, let's use the splice. And in splice we want to, in splice we have to pass a delete count, if I remember right. Changes the content of an array by removing and replacing an existing element or adding an element in place. Okay, it's a create a new array. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the delete count. Yeah, that's something that this function needs. That means we that states the element that we want to remove. So, but I need to find an index. That index. Oops. Find index that can help. Now this one takes a callback, so we're gonna say move. It's going to be move.id, and it's gonna be equal to the movement.id. The ones that we're finding, that we're looking for in our array. Yeah, that should go. Delete count 1. Let's call it here. So let's just check it quickly. So movement.value.splice, okay. Movement.value.find index. So we're gonna find the index of the element that we want to remove. Are we going to say whenever you find that one, if that ID that you just got is equal to the one that we're passing, then we're just gonna delete count 1. So we're just gonna delete that element. Basically. Yeah, let's see. Let's have a couple of entries. Let's have 3. Let's delete this. Yeah. S and test. Cool. That works. Our app is still working basically, and it's looking okay. Maybe we can do some small improvements, but that's gonna be next time. We can call it a day, and yeah. Yeah, I think we're all good to go. And thanks guys for watching, and we're gonna see each other tomorrow, I believe. Bye. Have a nice coding, and don't stress yourself about that. You know, mistakes are just part of the journey. So guys, good night.